Hey everyone, and welcome. So today, we are going to tackle a topic that so many people think about, but, well, very few actually do anything about it. I'm talking about investing. We are going to take this big, complicated idea and turn it into a super simple, actionable plan that you can literally start today. Ready? Let's dive in.
So, does this sound familiar? You know you should be investing. I mean, you hear about it all the time, right? But for some reason, you just never seem to start. There's always something holding you back. Look, you are not alone. This is the exact spot where most people get stuck. And today, we're going to get you unstuck for good. Okay, so what is it that really stops us? Before we can even get into all the talk about stocks or strategies or any of that stuff, we have to talk about something much more fundamental. We have to talk about fear. It's honestly the biggest mental barrier there is, and to get anywhere, we've got to dismantle it first.
And here they are, the three big fears that stop almost everyone. First, there's this feeling that it's all just way too complicated, right? Like it's some kind of messy puzzle that only financial wizards can solve. Second is the classic, I just don't have enough money to even get started. And third, well, this is the big one. What if I lose everything? These fears are so common, but I'm here to tell you, they're basically just myths.
Because the reality? It's actually a lot simpler and way more encouraging, believe me. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need thousands of dollars. And you absolutely don't need to take some massive, crazy risk. So let's just throw those old fears out and start fresh, okay? All right, now for the most crucial part. Seriously, it's all about your mindset. The single most important tool in your toolkit isn't your money, it's how you think about money. Before you put even $1 to work, you've got to learn to think like a wealth builder. This is the foundation. If you get this right, everything else falls into place.
So, what is investing really? Let's just forget all the complicated jargon for a second. At its absolute core, it's this. You're putting your money to work. For you. That's it. It sounds simple, I know. But that little idea is one of the most powerful concepts in all of finance.
And this right here, this is the fundamental shift. See, most of us spend our entire lives on the left side of this equation, basically trading our time for a paycheck. It's kind of like a hamster wheel, right? The goal of investing is to jump over to the right side. That's where your money starts generating more money all on its own without you having to trade any more of your time. That is the secret to building real wealth.
And this brings us to a huge piece of the investor's mindset: patience. Look, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's just not. True, lasting wealth, that's built slowly, over years. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's the result of consistent effort, not a few lucky days in the market.
And this slide pretty much sums it up. A gambler is all about chasing that quick, unpredictable hit. It's a thrill ride. An investor, they're playing a totally different game. It's all about slow, steady, constant growth. So, the question you have to ask yourself is, which game are you trying to play?
Okay, so now that we've got the right mindset, let's get down to business. Let's get practical. You don't need some crazy 50-point checklist. Nope. To finally get started, all you need are 3 simple, totally manageable steps.
And remember that fear about not having enough money? Yeah, let's just forget about that right now. You can start with $50, or 20, or even 10. Honestly, the amount you start with is probably the least important part of this whole thing. Because this is the actual plan, right here. It's so simple. Step 1, just start small. Pick an amount that doesn't stress you out. Step 2, commit to learning just the absolute basics. And step 3, be constant. That's the key. Think of it this way. Investing isn't some big one-time event. It's a habit you build over time. It's just like going to the gym. And hey, learning the basics sounds way scarier than it is. You do not need a degree in finance, I promise. You just need to get your head around a few key ideas, like what's a stock? It's just a tiny piece of a company. What's a fund? Well, think of it like a basket that holds hundreds of different stocks. So you're not putting all your eggs in one, well, basket. It's super simple. And you know what? There are tons of free videos, books, and articles out there. You could learn this stuff over a weekend, no problem.
Okay, so you've got a plan to get started. Awesome. But now we need to talk about how to stay on track. Because this next part is all about avoiding the classic mistakes, the little traps that cause so many people to stumble right out of the gate.
So, here are the 3 big ones to watch out for. First, please don't chase those get-rich-quick things. It almost always ends in tears. Second, and this is a golden rule, never put your money into something you don't actually understand. If you can't explain it to someone else, stay away. And third, try to keep your emotions out of it. That means no panic selling when things get a little shaky, and no getting greedy when things are flying high. Because listen, the market is going to go up, and it's going to go down. That's just what it does. It's completely normal. It is not a sign that you've done something wrong. An intelligent investor knows this. They expect it, and they don't freak out. They just stay the course. And that is why being constant is so powerful. Because the real magic, the secret ingredient in all of this, isn't some genius stock pick. It's time. It's this incredible force called compounding, where your money starts making its own money. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. And it means that time is your single greatest ally.
All right, we've talked about the fears, the right mindset, a simple action plan, and the big mistakes to avoid. We've covered a lot of ground. But now I want to leave you with the single most important idea from this whole thing.
Just think about that for a second. The hard part isn't investing. The hard part is not starting. We spend all this energy worrying about how complicated it all is, but you know what? That's not the real hurdle. The biggest challenge, the hardest part of this whole journey, is just getting off the starting line.
Because when we're talking about building wealth, time is, without a doubt, your most precious asset. It's the one thing you can never, ever get back. Every single day you wait, every week you put it off, that's time your money could have been working for you. And it's time you've lost for good. So, after all that, what is it? What's the single best investment you can make right now? Is it some hot new stock? A secret fund that no one knows about? What is the one thing you should do?
It's not a thing. The best investment you can possibly make right now is just starting. That's it. It's not about finding the perfect stock, it's about taking action. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it doesn't exist. Don't wait until you think you know everything. Just start. Today.